I was really intrigued by the sort of format of Noah Oppenheim's script, that it had such a condensed period of time to examine this character. It wasn't trying to like tell a whole life story, and that you sort of get to see her through this very pressured moment and also through relationships with all these different characters in her life. So you got to see many different sides of her. When you're playing someone who's so well known, there's a level of, competence you obviously have to achieve for the way they talk, the way they move, the way they look, just to get people to believe you enough to get into the movie. And then, of course, emotionally, it's such an extreme experience that you went through that's almost impossible to relate to because, you have grief in your life, you have tragedy, but this is on such an epic scale and such a worldwide stage that, she's really probably the only person in history who's had this kind of experience. So to really sort of try and get into that mindset was very extreme. The beauty of the film is that it doesn't tell you what you're supposed to think or feel at the end of the day about this woman. It presents a portrait that's quite complex of a human being that has many different sides to it and a lot of mystery still. And I think everyone will come away with their own experience. The production design was unbelievable. They built the White House and Air Force One, not to mention, in a studio outside of Paris, and it was so detailed, and we were actually lucky. I mean, we were shooting in Paris for logistical reasons, but we were lucky to be there because the artisans that can still do that kind of work on the carving, the fabrics, the embroidery, are in France, and so we had just sort of the best people making this incredible set. When Pablo Larraín came on as the director, I was really, that's what really excited me, because then I saw that there would be a very sort of unconventional path to examine her, that he didn't have these sort of preconceptions and these, the overly reverent stance that maybe some Americans would have about Jackie, that would really allow us to look at her humanity.